Hello, good morning. I am Bhargav Limbasia, and this is my presentation for the lab one. So, as you can see, I've used VMware Workstation Pro to create my virtual machine, and I'm using an Ubuntu 24 LTS ISO copy for this virtual machine. Given its stats. So basically, I've assigned a 20 GB disk space, 4 GBs of RAM, and two processor cores for this machine. And yep, most of these options like shared folders and auto protect are disabled. I do have like the time sync and the access controls on. And yep, this is using the latest Ubuntu copy. And yep, moving on to our lab. So the lab first instructed us to create a custom folder with name underscore USC ID, which I've done, of course. And I used the mkdir command to create directories like this. Uh, yes. And then inside the directory, we were instructed to create two folders. One was scripts and the other one was data. So scripts basically had the three scripts that th- we were asked to do. One was task one was web scraping, and the last one was data filtering. And data has the raw and the processed data. So also the zip file is for the submission, and it's basically for the GitHub commit. So in the scripts directory, you'd see, of course, three files. Um, First, let's look at task one, which is the simplest file, which basically says um, take in an input and print a formatted string saying hello, the name. I'll just run this quickly. So enter your name, Bhargav. It says hello Bhargav, pretty simple, yeah. And then the second script is where it gets interesting. So it was web scraping, and we were basically asked to scrape the CNBC website. Here, what I've done is I'll just quickly explain my script and then run it. So yeah, as it says, web scraper for the CNBC world page. Uh, the one thing that is different over here is I'm using Selenium, just because the normal BS4 library, the Beautiful Soup library, couldn't extract the live JavaScript headers in the CNBC website, and that's why I had to use Selenium, which is better, also with a lot more Chromium based options, and an auto browser feature as well, which basically automatically selects the browser and the agent you are rendering to access the website, because a normal call to the website wouldn't fetch it. The website would block it, and so you'd need an agentic call to the website in order to get the data and save it as an HTML file, which this script basically does. So these are all the imports, and then this is basically the URL that we were given. And then we come to options. These are basically options which I would bind with the call to the website, and really simple. One's headless, which basically just says that we run without the GUI header, of course. And then we specify that we are in a no sandbox environment, which is basically like a virtual machine. And yep, the window size is basically for the consistent viewport size, and then there's also the disable dev usage. This is to save memory or given like my limited resources for the virtual machine. And then what we basically do is we download the latest deb driver for Chromium, and we install it, bind it with the options. We make a call, and basically we do dot get URL, which basically we fetch the entire page for that particular time. I've also added in some wait time. This was basically to wait for the page to finish loading and also the live headers to finish updating. And because when I did not have this, I used to only get the news data and like half loaded market data. So sometimes you wouldn't find the headers that we're looking for in the market data in the web HTML file, because the page, I wouldn't wait long enough for the page to get loaded in the background. That's why. Uh, yep. Apart from that, we call the page, we save it, and we quit the browser, of course. And saving is done as an HTML file format. Encoding is UTF-8, of course. And yep, this is saved to the raw data subdirectory, which is here, which is under the data directory. And this is the raw data. And if you see here, you'd find the web data HTML. Let me just show you. Yeah, this is the first line itself of the web data, which is basically all the headers. But yeah, uh, I'll I'll now run the script. Oh yeah, also the script installs the latest Chromium driver automatically. So given you have Selenium in your system, I've included the install commands in the report that I've submitted. But as long as you have Selenium, you do not need to download the Chrome driver separately. The script will do it for you. And it will call it again, I've predefined the options, so it'll call it binded with those options predefined, of course. So yeah, also you have like a lot of progress messages, like setting up Chrome driver, loading the page, saving it to this, and then you have a final completed message over here. And we just saw the output, of course. uh, After this, the second task we had was to filter this data to find meaningful information. And that script was data underscore filter. Now this script is basically just finding the market data and the news data in the web HTML file, and basically filtering it so that we can make the market data.csv and the news data.csv files. Over here, I do simple CSV parsing using Beautiful Soup. This is to parse the HTML files, and then what I do is I extract the market data. Yeah, I extract the market data, and I do this. So the HTML tag that it has is called market card hyphen container. So what this function basically does is it searches, it finds all the market card hyphen container elements in the HTML file, and it extracts three things. One is symbol, the other one is stock price, and lastly, there's the percentage change. It extracts these three files, these three columns, uh, and it is the say. Oh, this is just a fallback um, function, wherein if it doesn't find anything, it will just keep the CSV file blank. And these are for the the symbols, the stock position, I mean the stock price, and then the changes in terms of percentage. Same with the latest news. So extract the latest new the extract latest news function. What it does is uses Beautiful Soup as well to parse the HTML file, and then searches for latest news hyphen item elements in the HTML file. And what it extracts is timestamps, title, and link. Extracts these three columns. And I also have a normalization function wherein it converts all the relative URLs to the relative URLs in the extract news thing to it appends this https www.cnbc.com. This is just like a safe fallback if maybe if it's a referred link. uh, I'm just making sure that the newsdata.csv has the complete link. So I just append this to the existing link in the HTML file. And then after that, what we do is we write these to the CSV files. Now, what we do here is we use the Python's this built-in csv.dicd writer function, and basically what it does is it creates structured CSV files along with the headers as defined over here, and then we just for every row we write down the rows in the respective CSV files, of course. And some problems that I faced while I was doing this was the first problem was duplicated news items, which was basically the same news items repeating itself over and over, and it was just a hard coded logic to remove those duplicated items in a CSV file. And apart from that, I've also included progress messages as I had done with the web scraper Python file, and yes, it basically processes the entire HTML file, automatically creates a underscore data subfolder inside the data folder, and it has the parameter if exists is equals to true. So if it's already there, it won't recreate it. And then generates two CSVs. One's the market CSV, one's the news CSV. One's basically market underscore data dot CSV file, and the other is news underscore data dot CSV file. Generates these two CSVs, and yep, that's pretty much it for the script. Let us just run this real quick. Data filter. Yep. Yeah. So as you can see, gives you the progress messages as well, and also prints how many rows each file has. So the market data currently found like 5 rows, and the news data has around like 30 news rows. Say problem that I faced in the market symbol is when the agent mines the CNBC website, what happens is the market item card, what it has is it has the up or the down arrow symbol at first. It doesn't have the market name. So I used to get those symbols, and that's why I had to bypass those symbols and extract these names, which was another notch that I faced. And then these are the current prices, as you can see, along with the titles, and then these are the change percentages. So if you see, this is currently climbing, Shanghai. The other three are not doing so good. And then you also have the news data, which is basically all the latest news with the timestamp, and then the title, and then also the link. Yes. So it has the link with it as well, which you can click and of course follow the news. And that is all. Thank you very much. I have included the GitHub repo link, which has all of this code and also the clean ML presentation uploaded in that repo. I've included that link in my official report submission, lab one report submission. Um, that is all of my work. Thank you very much.